Hello everybody, my name is Josh. This is Calmlands, and what we're doing today is a little bit of a tour. There was a bit of a challenge that was posted by Bonehead and the rest of the crew over on Twitch and YouTube. And there was a little bit of a challenge to take Calmlands and build it out. And we had about a month, maybe a month and a half. I started a little bit late. Most people had 2 months. I had about a month and a half. And I ended up having a lot of fun taking new lands, which is in general a very nothing. It's a wilderness map, and kind of expanding it. So what we're going to do today is do a quick little tour of what I did. We're starting out at this town, and really the town is the only part of the map that I didn't completely change. But let's start out with a real quick look at the map. So we bought most of the map. I think all the map? I don't know. So as you can see, I own pretty much the entire map. And if we look down at our stats, not that one, this one. Total time played 145 hours or so. But we're only 2 years in. We're in August, or we're in October, 2 years in. So we've only been playing this map for 14 months. So take that into account. If you look, we own the whole map, and we've actually turned the entire map into fields. As you can see, mostly the left side of the map is all grass. We'll explain what we're doing with the grass in a little bit. But basically, we've converted everything to grass. Then here, all of these fields are kind of, if you look real close, all of these fields are kind of made around, in and around the land. So wherever the land, the curves of the land were, or the roads that were built into the map, we've kind of made fields in and around everything. There's a significant amount of terrain manipulation that went on to get this to this state, and to get these fields, these areas, some of these areas, especially along the hills and whatnot, to be usable in that way. But that's the way it is. So let's take to the skies and see what I've done. We can start on the grass side because it starts right here behind the farm. So as you can see, all of this was wooded areas, and all of those trees have been cut down. The lands have been smoothed out and turned into grass fields. This is your recycling center, which looks really kind of stark with nothing around it. Here's the map's built-in BGA, which we actually didn't use. I'll explain that in a minute. And all of these beautiful, huge, open grass fields. And we've actually mowed these fields multiple times now. And I'll show you my little process for mowing them, as I personally think it's the best process I've come up for mowing yet. And it works very, very well. Unfortunately, that process relies on a mod called Follow Me, because I'm in here on single player. And Follow Me doesn't work in multiplayer. So it would be really hard to demo that process if I was playing in multiplayer. But as you can see, we've cleared out everything, smoothed out the land, contoured everything to be the way it should be, and kind of just cleaned everything up. One thing about this map that confused me is this little piece right here, that dirt. And there was another one right here, dead in front of us. That dirt is not a fill type. You can't scoop it. So why would you put a pile of stuff on the map you can't scoop? Weird. Not sure I understand the decision there. Anyways, so we got these big, huge grass fields right here by the farm. I set up my farm right here by the lumber mill. But overall, you can see that we've just kind of cleared everything. So this map has a lot of trees on it. All of those trees are farmable, purchasable, whatnot. And we cut them all down, every single one of them. And we didn't actually cut them down with a chainsaw. We devoured them into wood chips and then did something with the wood chips. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And because we kind of were based on wood chips, we also planted this entire field here of poplar. And it's a massive, massive poplar field. Imagine trying to do that with a baler. That would be insane. And then we have some more fields up here. One weird thing about the map, these little blue boxes, no matter how many times you move them, they always spawn back where they were. So that blue box is just kind of there in the middle of a field. But these fields are planted, ready for the next season. This one was a really nice, big, massive field right here of sorghum. It was really, really good field. This one right here is really interesting. I like how it wraps around the hill. It's on the top of the hill and on the bottom of the hill. This one is set up to be sugarcane, because why not? And then this field was 2 fields of soybeans, and these were just harvested last month, I believe, or this month, I forget. But again, we got almost all the crops on the that are on the map here as farmed, and that's about it. Well, we did actually significantly use this greenhouse, and you can see some of my equipment here. I have 2 bale and pallet storage sheds right here against the wall to store all of the greenery. We set up this plant right here is processing one of the inputs for the greenhouses, and then we have Omaton's distributor that was customized for this map to be able to distribute everything that specific thing needs. This machine shed over here is the only thing we have over here is our forage harvester for poplar, for corn, and for sugarcane. That's a pretty awesome forage harvester to use. And then as we wrap around, we didn't touch that top of the map at all. And we actually never used any of the grass fields along the highway. I know a lot of people, when they do start from scratch or whatnot, they like to do contracts along the highway. As you can see, all of our contracts are still available. We could do all of those contracts if we wanted to. We don't necessarily need to, but that's the way it is. This black field here was just harvested a little while ago. Obviously, it's coming up in weeds and would need to be replanted next year. But this is all ready to go, and this was corn. And then we do have a sunflower field that's going to be ready to harvest next month. But that's about it. And that's all the farmland. So let's come into my favorite part of the area, which is 2 pieces. So all of the production and all of the profits we made were either from those greenhouses or from our paper mill. And so if we kind of cycle down here, this little nook right here on the edge of the map, if you've played this map before, this is just kind of a weird area, a little corner on the map right here. And what we've put down is 3 things. We have a paper mill, and this paper mill is my customized paper mill, which works with wood chips, which is available on my Discord, and wood chip storage, and a mini VGA. And this is the one by Disturbed Simulations. This is the one everyone loves to use. I love to use it as well. And we're just processing silage because all of that grass from all the fields behind us creates lots of silage. We process the silage into profit. And then let's go over here and check out the farm. Jump down. Let's turn off flight mode. So right here we have Elk Mountain's little, I don't know what you want to call this, cabin. It's a pretty nice cabin, but it's just from the Elk Mountain farmhouse. And then we come into our farm. And so all of this here is custom. This was a field of nothing and trees and stuff that I cleaned up and customized. We're using all of the buildings from the Legrand pack, which is from the MA7. MA7 are the authors of Castle No, and this is one of their packs of buildings. I just really like the look and the feel of these buildings, and we went through and got all of their buildings, and we've used almost every single one of them. On this challenge, we did use a bunch of, we figured it was a challenge, so we're going to use Challenger tractors. And so we've got 2 big Challenger tractors here, which do the bulk of our work, and 2 Ford tractors that we use for everything else. This shed houses lime and fert right in here. Our seeders, our devourer, little there's a plow in here. Thank you, Dom, for the awesome plow. And that keeps that shed. And then over here, this is our harvester. Now we use the Colossus harvester. This is our first time using it. I love this tire configuration with those big, huge tires in the front. But as you can see, we didn't have very big headers. We have a regular header up there, which we used a little bit, But we mostly use this pickup header here. So all of our crops that were swathable were swathed and picked up with a pickup header. And I found that was a lot of fun to do. We have 2 swathers parked over. You can kind of see them. You'll see them in a minute. Parked over next to the lumber mill. We got some sheep over here for some wool, which I think we still have to feed them today, but that's okay. And this is actually a really nice sheep pen with lots of cool gates. Like they have this little like section here, you can section them off like in real life, and then all of this wool that's spawning in here and obviously stacking up with my pallet stack mod. I love the fact that it's just a nice little area for it to stack. It doesn't get in your way, and you actually don't have to see it because it's behind a wall. And then we have cows. So these are we have 2 cow barns. We have this one right here. This is our dairy barn. And manure and whatnot spawns in here, which comes with a little bit of a shed and milk. We're using the D754 truck pack for doing mixing for TMR and straw blowing. This cow barn, actually, you have to blow straw, and you have to blow straw from this point right here to blow into this pen. So you have to come around here in the back to blow straw, which is a extra work, but still pretty cool. I love this extension. This is one of my extensions that I edited. This is the old manure heap pack, but updated to be extensions instead of just regular. And then over here is our second cow farm. This is where all the male cows are, and we're still feeding them TMR, even though we technically don't need to. And then the slurry output for there. Down here at the end, this is this is one of my mods. This was actually never released because Giants blocked it. It'll still come out eventually, but it won't look like this. But this is the husbandry fill station, which basically has all of the food for all your animals all in one place. And then this barn is really awesome. This is their pig barn. As you can see, it's being fed pig food. It looks like potatoes, but it's actually full-on pig food. I'm feeding them pig food directly. But you can kind of see over the wall here what it's got going, right? It's got these separate little areas for the pigs. We have all the baby pigs and adult pigs. So we're using the enhanced animal mod because those animals don't come with this map. And then we round out our little farm here with a couple grass fields. We're used to make hay for the animals. And then we use this little area in between the train tracks. So the train tracks are here. The train is still moving on the track, but I think at some point it crashed or something and it's stuck over there somewhere. But we've got our stone crusher here, which is making our lime. We have this right here, which is a digestate to fertilizer factory. It's creating fertilizer from digestate. And as you can see, we have a truck backed up ready to deliver. This is one of my favorite trucks in the game right now. This is the International I-1800, and I have it blacked out and added my logo to it because I like it so much. But we're just delivering digestate from this factory, which is one of our workhorses, to that one to make some fertilizer so we spread it on our fields. And this right here is Omatana's Farm Productions mod. Now we actually have both pieces of it. So this is the one that makes all of we look right here. This is the farm supply factory, which makes all of our chaff related things and animal food. And then this one right here, which is the farm productions, which makes all of our other things. So basically you produce everything in the map with these two buildings. And I actually think they look kind of cool back to back like that. They kind of go together, which is pretty awesome. And that's it. So let's go back to the sky one more time, and I'll show you the farm build one more time. So this is the goal of this challenge, was a farm build and to use the map to our advantage. As you see, there's our 2 swathers, but this is the farm. And I spent a good amount of time decorating this farm and setting it up and putting everything where it needs to be and decorating. And I don't use that. I don't normally do that. So for me, that was a lot of fun. Oh, look, there's a bale on that roof somehow. I'm not sure how that got there. But As you can see, this is our little farm build. And this is actually probably one of the biggest farms I've ever built. It's got everything. And I like how it's kind of like stretched out. It's not just one piece. It's stretched out and it kind of goes along with the land. It's contour to the land. Which to me is pretty awesome. All right, so then the last piece, the last part I want to show you is the grass mowing. And the grass mowing is something that for me is pretty awesome. So let's do that. Let's turn our HUD back on because I'm going to need it. And right here, connected, we are. So we have our Big M. This is the Big M Alpine from my game stream. We have a Snuffle Stuck behind it, and we have a baler. And then the last piece, we're gonna need is, I think I need my truck. Let's grab our truck from over here. It was moving pallets. Enter. I'm just gonna teleport over here, just good to get so we can get this done. All right, so here's the plan. This is the Edison L500. This truck is amazing. I love it so much. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do follow. It didn't work. We're gonna follow 30 meters behind, 2.5 meters off to the side. And then we're going to get in our mower. Over here. And as you can see, as we drive, the mower's following us. So then we're going to switch to the here. We're going to unfold everything. So we're unfolding the mower and the baler's already unfolded. Actually, let's switch to the truck real quick. Make sure he's in pickup mode. Actually, he's not. So we were using this for bales, so we switched this trailer back and forth between bales, customize, and flat deck. So go to auto load bales, customize, yes. We've obviously purchased both modes, so it's no big deal. And then B for operating position. Put him back in follow mode. Come up here to the mower. Turn everything on. Put everything down. 1,677 bales last time I mowed this field. That's how many bales. You can do the math. From mowing all of our grass, 1,677 bales. So I've only used this mower once. I had a different baler. So I've only used this baler once now. And go. So what we're doing here, and this is just, I've done this multiple times now, is we just gonna go around the field at our leisurely pace. Let's turn the tractor down a little bit. And zoom out, you can just kind of see what's happening. I like to play this far out so I can kind of just very easily make sure that things are working. And then we go around the field and do our headlands, and then we're using enhanced vehicle to line up. So we do this. I'll come back and fix that headland in a little bit. But we use enhanced vehicle to make sure we're in straight lines, just to alleviate a lot of the work from doing this mowing. And then sometimes, as Bonehead likes to say, we'll put the boost on a little bit. As you see, I already have my GPS set to where I like the boost to be at. Do it about 30. 30 seems to work pretty well. Oh, sorry. We do it at 27. 27 seems to be just the right amount where The baler doesn't miss picking up grass, but we still mow everything, and it's still enough for us to not go crazy because this grass field is gigantic. And so even through tight corners, the baler's not missing anything. This is a VPW enhanced baler, which means that it has variable pickup width. That's a mod that I'm working on. This is just a demo of that mod. But it was set that way last time I did it, and so that's the way it is. And that's how we do it. And as you can see, the truck is behind us picking up the bales. Sometimes it kind of pushes them out of the way, but it has a nice bumper for it. Missing again. And that's how we do it. We just kind of go around here and we just loop around this field and the other fields and the other fields, and we pick up 1,677 bales. And if you think about it, at the bale size that we're at, let's get a bale dropped out. So 1677 times 6,500 liters is math. I'll put it up in a subtitle or something like that on the video when I edit it, but that's basically it. And that's the farm. We're in October, so we don't have much to do, but I've used every single bit of this map that is possible to use for actual farming. And pretty proud of myself for doing that. I had a lot of fun. The cornerstone of the whole operation is we devoured all of the trees with the tree devourer, which is something I believe on Mod Hub. And then once we devour, see, if I go too fast, I miss bits here and there. See that? But once we devoured the trees, we had to do something with the wood chips. And initially, we just sold wood chips outright to make some money. But after a little while, we installed the paper mill so that we can be making profit from paper. And paper sells like gangbusters. So even though other people had multiple months to play this, I had a lot less time. And I stopped playing this at the end of the challenge, so I haven't actually been back to this map since then. Only have $58 million, you know, not too bad for 14 months of gameplay. That's right, 14 months of gameplay, and I'm up to $58 million. And that's literally just from the processes that I've explained so far. So this mowing setup and the wood chips, the poplar field hasn't even grown once yet. I haven't even harvested yet. It's kind of there ready to go if I continue to play this map. Same with the sugarcane. I haven't even harvested the sugarcane once. We actually did our first harvest of actual crops within the past couple months because setting up those fields took a lot of time. But that's going to be it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of our little fun playthrough. Since we don't really need to see the mowing, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to jump up into the air one more time. And show you what became of Calmlands. Kind of best see it from this corner, and you can really see, you can see the edges of the map from here. You can see where I built out and what I did, and it's all there. The whole map, everything that was usable has been used pretty much. I think there's one field in the top right corner that I didn't actually do, and I didn't touch any of the actual plots of land that came with the map. For the most part, I built my own. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you liked this little map tour of what became of Calmlands at the hand of Josh. And my fun little thing. I really like this farm build. I really love how it looks in the fall, which is one of the reasons I did a tour in October and not any other month. Love all the trees. I had a really good time decorating and making this look awesome. But this is probably one of my favorite farm builds I've ever done. But that's going to be it for today. I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for Bonehead and the rest of the crew for putting up this challenge and letting me participate, even though I wasn't really participating. I was kind of just doing it for the fun of it. And thank you for everyone for watching. Don't forget to check out my other series. I have a live stream every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm also playing 2 other series right now. I have one series on Middleburg, and which is super fun, my favorite map ever. And I have another series going doing the breakfast challenge on Split Mountain Ranch, which I also had a hand in adding to that map. So it's a little bit fitting that I'm doing that challenge. But until next time, thanks for watching. Wait, I did that out of order. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what you think of my map. Did I do a good job with this map build? Should I have been part of the challenge? Should I have been in the running for the best map build? I don't know. I just had fun with it. Until next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.